radio.
Here we go. Okay, this. So, first thing is, before we start, does anyone have Puppet and does anyone have Phoenix? If you have a Phoenix, it is a good idea to pop your Flame of Resurrection with the Flame Erd Crystal before we start. It's a good idea if you have multiple Phoenixes as well, but having one is okay. But definitely have your Flame up before you start if you have Flame Erd Crystals for it. If not, you want to save it for before Wipeout Room instead, which is room 8. Next, does everyone... The skill sets that are most useful here are Fate Weaver, Phantasmal Sight, Vital Surge, Iron Will, Exploit Weakness, and what was the other one? And Progra.
I'll be using Progra instead of Fate Weaver.
Okay. Hello, Peru. Nice to see you. Hopefully you'll learn today. Maybe this is good. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Okay. So, another thing that we can try to do is if someone has Puppet, that helps a lot. Oops, I messed up.
I have Chain Sweep. That's about it.
Hold on, I gotta figure out a new hotkey for my chain set just in case. Okay, so I can't use that one.
Also Ragdolls.
Yes. Having a hotkey for your ragdolls is good. I don't really need action. What is C? C is character window. I don't want to remap that. And V is flying. I don't want to remap that. B is B-bomb. I don't really need that. Why are you like this? Okay, there.
I need one more level for my Spirit Staff.
There we go. Okay. Bad timing for a what? An AA? What's an AA? Oh, if no one's here, yes. What is an AA, though?
Probably RR.
That's what I was thinking. If no one's here, save it a little bit. That's what I thought. Okay. So, again, skill sets you're going to want to use are all of the techniques that I just mentioned, as well as chain.
They're mine now.
Hello, Wily Not. Thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you. I am very appreciative of your following. I'm up here now. So, it's also good if you have gloves that have spinning... Why? Oh, well enough. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your return to Mobby. Hi, Area. So, it's good if you have spinning slasher gloves to have additional range. You'll also want to have Dan 3 spinning slasher. It also gives you additional range. It's good for the Karis. They spawn at certain waves and they generate a protection field that will massively buff the protection of any other enemies in the circle. It will not buff the Kari that is emitting it, but if a different Kari walks over a Kari, they will buff each other. So you can get into a point where essentially the entire room takes one if there are too many Karis. To get through that, it is important to have Pragra, and that is why I mentioned that that's important. If you're good with spinning slasher, you can get away with not having Pragra. It will still help immensely for the boss room, but it is something that you can get through without. So I've got my chain here with my gloves. Having an alchemy set will also be very good, especially if you are a fire alch. I am a water alch, unfortunately. I use water for tech elites and stuff like that, so I like single target, but Flame Burst is excellent to have here. Even better if you use the current black combo card event to make a Flame Burst card. And hi, Gil. It's been a while. Thank yous for coming by. Thank you for the hat pat. So, especially if you have high Dan flame burst, that's a good idea, as well as potentially having all of your enchants put on. Oh, Valora. Okay, I'll salt you ara speech. I will do that as soon as I finish this explanation. Additionally, you'll want to have guns. These are a backup, they're not as important. Something that's more important is a bear rag doll. Or any of the bear rag dolls that give multiple hits. Euproxia, do you have one?
Have what?
A rag doll.
It's a low level one. Like a basic one when I was just ranking up puppetry.
No, like the little
No,
bags
like the
in
little
a backpack with a fox in them or a tiger.
They're actually called rag dolls.
I have a fox
Okay.
and squirrels and a bunny.
You see on my commerce partner, there's one on his back.
They're actually pieces of equipment, not bags.
Oh, I see.
You might be describing the beginner bags. Okay, I will let you borrow one for this run.
What do I do with it?
Irusan has a mechanic that happens where for every person in the party, he will paralyze you all. You have to wiggle left and right quickly to get out. And for each person, you need to hit Irusan 60 times in 30 seconds or he will wipe the entire group. It's actually just 360 hits total. But I'm saying, like, it goes... If you're soloing, it's only 60 hits. If you're duoing, it's 120. It's 60 per person.
What do I do with this bag?
When that mechanic hits, you equip that right before the mechanic. And then after you get out, you can start hitting glass with that. Irusan with that. Every time you land a hit while you're using this as your primary weapon, since this is a bear rag doll, there's a 30% chance that you will summon a little tiny bear that will run over and start slapping things. Like slapping Irusan for you. It will basically add another hit. Like, think a copy of yourself just constantly attacking. Thank you, Rebecca. Hello, Swallowfar. Good to see you today. Good to see everyone. So, I'll be calling out the percents as we get close to that. And it's just whenever that actually happens, just have that on hand and be ready to hit quickly. Okay. Aside from that, I will try to... even if you don't have high level alchemy, a good thing to do is to focus on gathering and mob control. You can use cart pets. Debuffing is important, so having a large number of debuff pets as well. And just generally being efficient and trying not to knock back things too much. If your main method of DPS knocks back, then it's good to switch to Alch briefly, use Wind Blast to push the grouping towards the wall, and then knock them back into the wall so that they don't get dispersed while you knock back. Using Wind Blast is also just helpful for grouping. Alright! That kind of covers the basics, and then I'll talk about each room as we go through it. I won't explain everything, I'll just explain the more efficient version of running through for 30%. So, with that said, before we get started, I owe Valora a Sochi Ara Ara. So, Valora, are you still here? Which is... why not? Okay, so, here we go. Ara Ara, Willie not the sun. 本当に戻ってきてくれたね。あらあらら。マビノゲは本当に楽しいですよね。本当に逃げると思ったか？あらあらあら。本当に逃げないわ。あらららら。楽しみにしてくれる？あららあらあら。じゃあ、たくさん教えてあげる。あらら。さあ、始めよう。And with that, we'll begin. What I said was, Welcome back.
Good job.
It's been such a long time. I hope that you feel like you can always leave Mabinogi, but it always, like, you can't really get away from it. And I hope that you have a lot of fun and that you learned today. Okay, so one of the important things that people like to do with Crom is use puppetry because of Axis Crisis. This is also a reason why people erg their puppetry bars to get no cooldown on Crisis. If you don't have Crisis, and you're an elemental knight with a chain blade like I am, there is an alternate approach that you can do. It helps tremendously if you have Blazing Assault / attack range for this purpose. So, what I like to do is Blazing Assault / in, and just for the sake of making this a little bit faster, I'm going to take my chain, well, I'll leave it in my equipment slot. I'm going to Blazing Assault /, then flip backwards to the left, and then use Spinning Slasher to group up everything. As the enemies are sliding back, I'm going to hit them with a death mark to keep them grouped. After that, my friends can help with debuffs, applying parties, and doing their own DPS. So let's go. So you'll see, bouncing out. I bounced too far back on accident. So you see I got 3 of them. There's one left. And at this point I need some Dorcha, so I'm just going to attack a couple of times. And at this point we can go back to DPS. Okay. Same thing here. If you notice, it's a good idea to wind blast things towards the middle so that you can keep everything grouped up. If you want, you can freeze things to help keep them from moving around. These disciples are quite dangerous, so it's a good idea to keep them gathered up as soon as you can. Third wave, Akari is going to spawn. You'll see why I said you want to have Spinning Slasher at the ready as well. So as soon as they kill these last couple of enemies, Akari is going to spawn. I'm not letting...
disciple alive, so I can
get Dorcha?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm ready.
Kill it. So as soon as this next wave spawns in, you're going to want to Spinning Slasher the Kari so that it doesn't... There we go. Paravis got it. Death mark out. Group them up. Debuffs out. Good. Good for ease. And that's the first room. I'm doing pretty well, Maidens. Good to see you. Hello. I am trying to really focus on this being a good teaching run. I don't want to think about it. I'll just use a 2-hour one. Okay. So for the... This is going to be a 30% run. So for the first 4 rooms, we're going to take these green portals. These reduce the Dark Erg. The higher the Dark Erg, the more enemies spawn, and the harder the run gets, the more dark enemies spawn, I should say. Dark enemies basically are super versions of the normal ones that have advanced heavy standard and are hard to deal with. So by keeping the Erg low for most of the run, we'll make it easy to get through. The second room is called the Info Room. It's somewhat complicated, and there's a good guide on the wiki for it, but since I'm trying to teach you the efficient way to run 30%, I won't be covering this today. I can cover it after the fact if you are interested. Alright, same thing here. I'm gonna go in, bounce back. I got lightning bolted. Oh, that's very unfortunate timing. If you get caught like that, it's a good idea to use pets to free yourself. I unfortunately need more Dorcha, so I'm just gonna normal for a bit. Thankfully, I have a high chain erg, so I'm able to get most of my Dorcha every hit. So, Here in this orb room, the second spawn has Akari again. So if you see... it spawned behind me. See that blue-orange... that blue field? That is the field that will raise the protection of enemies. It doesn't work on the Kari herself, and this is only... Yes, this is the second wave in room 2. There's also a Kari on wave 3 of room 1. Watch the explosions, these slime wenebs, if you don't kill them outright, they turn like this and start resisting damage, and they explode. That explosion deals thousands of damage. Even to me. It basically will send me into full negative HP deadly. It does like 6,000 to 9,000 to me, depending on the erg. Okay. So because we didn't do the info in the next room, we did what's called springing a trap. You see how the screen has gone all weird and sepia colored? When it's like this, you cannot use potions and you cannot eat food at all. This lasts for the entire room and does not go away and cannot be cleansed in any way. If you have whales, it's a good idea to use their purifying wave buff to keep your HP, MP, and stamina topped up. This isn't really a major point when you need them, but it's still important. If you look at the corners of these rooms, you can see that there are bells here. The enemies named Unlilgadog will try to run to the corner of the room and hit the bells. If they do so, there is a very high chance that pursuers will spawn. Pursuers are basically an entire new wave that has a lot of Karis in it. And if it happens in certain rooms, it can almost certainly lead to a room and a run wipe if you are not careful. So you want to keep an eye on them while you're fighting. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Okay, go in.
Yeah.
So same here, I'm gonna quickly grab the whole room with that spinning slasher. Hit with DM. And as you see, as long as, like, even if you knock back, if you are knocking back consistently in the same direction and you keep Deathmark out, it might be okay. That's going to be the next wave. It has wraiths in it. Thankfully, there are no Karis in this third room. It's just wraiths. Similarly, you're just... Nope, it's fine. You can see I'm making sure to keep death marking. I don't know, keep those groupings nice. You can really see how that extra spinning slash range is pulling its weight. Since this is low percent, you don't necessarily have to do the grouping and be super efficient about it since the enemies are relatively weak. But it is still a good idea to practice that and try to keep everything consistent. In my guild runs, you'll notice that we usually use alchemy to use wind blast to group everything up. Something like that, and then we'll make sure to flame burst spam. Unfortunately, in order to flame burst spam, you're gonna need very high erg. If you look, my cylinder is erg 50, so I literally have no cooldown on chain cylinder. So I can use flame burst at tier 5 as often as I like. That is something that you need, I think, erg 45 if you're Perseus, erg 50 if you are a Revenant. But since a lot of our group...
Like a class or something.
Hmm?
You make it sound like it's a class. If you're a Perseus class or a Revenant class.
Yeah. So this room is what we usually call the fail room. If you're on 30%, you don't actually have to do this room. What happens is a lot of stuff spawns at the end there and rushes down to try to recapture these mobs. They're a lot weaker than normal. You can see I did that and that was half their HP even though it was only 20k. This is also an excellent chance to use your chain and get Dorcha for free. As you can see, the other enemies usually just ignore you. And then once you're done, just crisis. And you can just wait on this cell. Wait on this. And it'll take you to the next room. You can
That's the
also
last
freeze
phase, right?
them first. Alright, so this is now room 5. You have to be careful on this room because it usually tends to be small. And there are Karis on the second wave in this room. Be very careful about that. You do not want to end up with Karis all over the place with protection fields. Generally, a good idea for this is to leave one enemy alive and or talk with your party to make sure that like everyone is aware once the enemy numbers are getting low so that people can get into position for the next wave. Everyone ready?
Yep.
All right. Same thing here. Big spinning slasher. I need to regroup, so I'm going to do it again.
Got it. Oh.
I'm just keeping them locked up. I'm going to go in front of them and then spinning slasher again so I can push them against the wall.
Oh, hey. They took the cast time away from Echoes of Salvation.
Yep.
Really nice.
So as you see, I'm just using the rebound in order to get out. The slimes are actually susceptible to lullaby, so if you really want to be good about keeping something
Last,
alive-
last enemy.
Yep, last enemy. Hold it. You can push them into a corner and hit them with a sleep spell, like lullaby. Hello, Jill. How are you today? So someone should kill that last one. I'm going to back up a bit so I can... There we go.
I got 3.
I got all but one.
Oh, well.
If it's only one, especially this low, once those debuffs get out, you'll be able to cut through it pretty quickly. Death mark out. See? NBD. So many things to smash.
You got really good at this.
Thank you.
Big difference.
So this is room 5, so you can't really tell because of the trap, but the circle on the left is green, the circle on the right is yellow. We want to take this yellow, and this is kind of like the signal that after this, you're going to want to only take red portals. Room 6,
This one yellow.
yes. Room 6 doesn't have any Karis in it. So it does have wraiths, but they're pretty straightforward and easy to deal with. Ready, everyone?
Yeah.
Same thing here. Gonna bounce away. Quickly chain sweep. Got most of the room. Quickly death mark. As you see, there's a message here that says Meltsy has appeared. Meltsy is a mob who spawns in. If you kill her, she appears in the boss room very, very strong. If you leave her alone for about 30 seconds, she'll run away. But if she has a random chance to appear in each room. If she reappears later in your run, she will be stronger each time.
Oh, she's dead.
Oh, so we won't see her again. Us running into her for the first time in the run this early is a good thing. Usually if we hadn't killed her there, it would be fine. We're going to be progging in the boss room, so it doesn't really matter that we killed her. She is pretty easy to deal with on 30% if you are prepared.
Yeah, that's usually the first thing I do.
So yes, the interesting thing is that she is significantly weaker. She gets weaker every time. She gets stronger every time she spawns in the normal duration of the run. But at the end of the run, where you're forced to fight her alongside Irusan, every time she showed up, she is weaker if you didn't kill her. But if you kill her once, she will basically be max strength at the end. So it's a trade-off in what you deal with. So this next room is... Okay, before we start, this is a tactical room.
They're mine now.
Hello, thank you very much for the follow, Viego. I appreciate it very much. Thanks. Good to have you. No, who opened the door?
Ah,
Why did that start? Who started that?
Hide.
I wasn't even on
Didn't
the
touch
mouse.
nothing.
You proxy a crisis escape. Good reaction, Yake.
What do I do, sorry?
I just said good reaction. Just move up to the next spot. So,
I was doing something wrong.
no, you're great. So the way that this room works is these monsters are all invincible. What you need to do, you see how Paravis's lightning rod even did just one to them. You need to pick up a soul here, carry it over there, then pick it up again and carry it over there. Yuyake just did it. As she is an elf, she can use hide to easily do so. The way that you kill these monsters is that once they're inside of a dark circle on the ground, they start losing a percentage of their max HP per second. So here is where you want to use those spinning slashers to give them the debuff. Wynebs that will self-destruct will still blow up and kill themselves, but you can actually kill them in the puddle and they won't explode. So like, that's too far. So we'll just ignore them. Yeah, so as you see, there's one more disciple up there. There are 2 waves of this. I'm going to stand right here, kind of like at the left side, left frontal side of this back puddle, because once that first wave is done, 4 more will spawn here, and wraiths will roar. I like to spinning slasher through that wraith roar because, like this. It gives me a huge head start on the next wave, and I can basically just kill this whole group with 2 spinning slashers. Clean. Up here, it's good if you have issues with like one last wraith, you can use that to get Dorcha. Same thing with a slime wedneb. If you knock it back and you realize it's still red, those are excellent times to get your Dorcha up. I sometimes get Dorcha refunded because I have high erg, so shasha. If you notice anything weird with my erg, my Dorcha, that would be why. And that Wyneb is the last one. So I'm going to go ahead, pull it in. Hit it a couple times to get my Dorcha back. And then just let it die in the circle. And that is that. Okay, so this next room is the most difficult room. This is room 8. In most runs, this is also known as the wipe room, especially if you haven't been getting if you haven't played this run super safe and gotten all of the info. It's a lot more efficient to not get the info. It will be a room where the trap will almost always go off. In this next room, there are 4 waves. First wave, pretty straightforward. The second wave has a lot of Wynebs in the back left corner. You're going to want to wind blast one of them into the corner and lullaby it so that it stays asleep, and you can set up nicely for the third wave. Third wave is both wraiths and Karis at the same time. That wave is particularly dangerous as it also has things that can go hit that pursuer bell. You'll want to be very, very careful in that room. It is an excellent time to pop a whale buff before you go to that third wave. The fourth wave has Karis again, but no wraiths, but that third wave is the most dangerous. You'll really want to be efficient with your grouping and do your best to get through that third wave without taking too many casualties. Alright. So you'll see me like at the start of the second wave, I'm going to kind of go off into a corner, wind blast most of the Wynebs away from the corner, leaving one there. And then I'll probably just lullaby. So this is the dangerous room. You can see it's a very huge room. It basically is always a huge room. Not basic. It is always a huge room. And you'll
There's
always
some
trigger the
disciples
trap
in
here.
back,
Yes.
so careful of those.
They're
The
very...
rest of the bell.
Yeah. That group of disciples over here, you see those 4? Those are all very dangerous. Especially the ones with guns, because they will use shooting rush and it will hurt you. It will hurt you badly. Even with How much stats do I have? Even with, what, 130 protection? I still take way too much damage from that. Like, they basically can instantly deadly me with one shooting rush. If you have less than that, it can kill you outright if you don't go deadly. That said, rain casting, if you have it, especially if you have like range increase, I believe it's on my gloves. Yes, as you see, I have max level rain casting range. That can really help you to keep some of the heat off of you. Because rank 1 rain casting can sometimes disrupt the aggro of the enemies. This does not work in higher ergs, but it is acceptable for low erg like this. I'll also show a strategy at the boss room. There are 2 ways to handle the boss. I'll talk about the boss a little bit more once we clear this room. Alright. Everyone ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you oh, I'm the only... Wait. Wait. Yeah, can we I'm gonna overture if you don't mind. Something else you'll also want to do is pop down using Fantastic Chorus. When you use that red, it decreases all of their stats and all of their attack speed a lot. You're going to want to pop those frequently throughout the dungeon. I've been lazy on that because it's only 30%, but I'm really going to want to do that in this room. It's a very dangerous room. Alright, ready?
Yep.
Go. So here, usually 2 of these will charge at me, so I like to... As you can see, I'm getting beaten up pretty badly already. And I can't potion. I'm just focusing on grabbing a lot of things. May I have a heal, please? Thank you. I'm gonna need another one.
I'm watching you.
Thank you. So, I've got most of the room at this point. So I'm gonna hit him with a death mark. See, that was the shooting rush. I got my weapon back out in time and it still did like 2,000 to me. Good job. Alright. Up here, I'm gonna gather. DM out. Alright. That's the last one. Alright, see all of these windups in the corner I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can wind blast or spinning slasher these towards the middle, that would be great. I'm gonna try to wind blast 2 of them. Yeah. Any cooldowns? Leave that one in the corner there where it is. I need to just get the rest out first. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna death mark. That was deadly. Death mark on this one. Oh, they're frozen. Let's pull them in. And one blast again. So this one in the corner is in a nice little spot. I'm gonna go ahead and lullaby this. Oops. There we go. Leave the wind up in the corner that I put asleep. Okay. I was like, watch your lightning rod!
I'm gonna kill this one right now.
Alright, there. I'll kill all those 2. That one's gonna blow up. Just be careful with your DPS not to hit the one in the corner. Alright, so you see how now we've cleared the room and that one nub is still asleep? Thank you for the head pat, like I said! I'm gonna go ahead and do like a big ring cast in the middle of the room. It is also very important to have rain casting Spirit weapon at least level 25 so that you can get rain casting off in 3 seconds. Alright, everyone else ready?
Yep.
I need Dorches, so I'm going to hit the slam a little bit first, and then I'll finish it off after that. Come on.
You're so good at clearing this now. It's like it's not even the same dungeon anymore.
Thank you. So I'm going to water cannon it. Alright, it's red. I'm going to go back and get into position. Get ready with spinning slasher, everyone. 3, 2, 1, go.
Missed.
I got my side of the room. I'm going to try to quickly kill these. So this is the dangerous room. This is where I should have popped a whale. But we've got 2 harmonic saints, so I'll probably be okay. I don't take all that much damage. Yep. And I don't take all that much damage on just 30%, so I'll be fine. It's really when they start bum rushing me when I have my alchemy out, that's a problem. So, remember I said that Pragra is an important thing to have? The reason for that is, like, let's say that, like, we did this room. You mess up. Let's say that you messed up even worse, and you didn't get anything. Alternatively, one strategy for approaching this room that is used a bit more on higher erg where dark monsters will spawn. Since the darks have advanced heavy standard and recover quickly from stagger, they'll actually just run up to you and kill you in the middle of your spinning slasher. What some people will do is instead use chain to anchor rush through that wraith roar at the start of the wave so that they can keep their pets up for debuffing, and then they'll use prog to get through the protection. Praga is this technique that you get from G25, and as you notice, it reduces the magic defense and protection of the enemy. The debuff is permanent and scales without limit unless it's a boss that has specific coding for it. For example, Irusan has resistance to it. Everything else in Crom does not. Well, Glass has it too. But without those specific limiters in place, it will scale infinitely. And it will make magic defense go negative as well. So there are enemies in here that will actually... So one approach is you gather up everything, someone uses prog, and then you use what's called triple prog. You use Fury of Light, Flame Burst, and Chaser at the same time.
no.
Oh shoot,
no.
I was not ready.
That's I wasn't either.
I didn't hear anyone telling me that it was close. So situations like this, where you basically have the entire room with multiple Karis. Like, if I hit them now, you'll see I'll, like, basically deal no damage. Well, technically they're outside of the AoE right now, so that'll work a little bit. So this is a situation where you want to pop Deathmark, gather them all up, and then just prog. Deathmark out. Pervy, can you prog?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I'm frozen.
If you can't, I'll do it, but if you have triple prog, that would be great.
All right,
Everyone, let's focus on gathering up real quick. Try not to use knockback skills. I'm gonna start gathering in the mid. Be very careful using... Oh, that's bad. Oh, thank goodness, background boost. I was like hoping it would save me from that. That was dangerous. But yes, this is why you want to be very careful about pushing waves when you're not ready. But that's why this is a teaching run. Pervy, how's prog coming?
Terrible. I'm too busy being swarmed right now.
Okay, do you need me to do it?
I've hit a few of them so far.
I'm gonna try to get Deathmark out again, but I'm getting corner blasted too.
I'm getting frozen a lot.
Keep in mind that since this is the 4th wave, you can use your pets here. I've done mass debuff with Foxy Quinn. But you can see how since we have multiple Karis overlapped, I'm barely dealing any damage. Except for when I hit the Kari herself. If you can Flame Burst, even if it does no damage, we just need hit count. Flame Burst into Bullet Storm into Flame Burst again.
Alright, I've taken out 3 Karis over here.
Okay. I'm stuck in the corner with like an entire enemy wave on me. I'm gonna... I'm slowly working through them.
Yep.
Thankfully I got my whale out earlier, so... Let me... I can't reach from here. As you can see, as soon as you mess up the corner, the spinning slasher stuff, it can get very hectic. That is why it is critical to coordinate on your waves. But since this is only like 20%, we'll be fine. Okay. Let me quickly switch combo cards. I'm gonna switch into my water cannon card. Oh, let me move out of that. That might be a bug.
Is there another wave after this?
Nope, we're done.
Nope.
Okay, let me switch back to my smash card.
I don't want any of these.
I need to rearrange these. I forgot about arranging them. Let's see. I don't think I've died yet, so... Okay. Open your chests in the middle so that you can get your gold and gems. We got a leprechaun in the middle of that room.
Hey,
I nearly died to kill that leprechaun.
Good job.
I saw you almost dead and I was chasing you down to find you. Or one of those.
I'm a hard to find person.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you were on the other side of the room from me.
Yep, yep. Alright, so now let's talk about Irusan! Yay! The boss of 30%. The mid-boss of 40% and higher. Since this is... Shasha! Alright. So, this is one of the few bosses in Mabi that actually has proper mechanics. The first thing that we need to deal with is... In general, sometimes you get a cutscene when you enter the room. You need to skip this cutscene. As much as it hurts to lose out on the story, Irusan is cheap and will immediately start attacking you as soon as you get into the room. So if you're watching the cutscene, it is entirely possible that Irusan will kill you during it. Irusan also has chain cast intermediate magic. And, like, for example, like, Red Dragon. Hello, Sekiro! Hi, hi! Hi, hi! Like, for example, Red Dragon, the only mechanic really is hit the wings so it doesn't fly. You can hit other pieces to weaken it and use Lightning Shield against its lightning attacks. That's not really mechanics. Irusan has actual, like, stop the fight, do something specific, or die, or receive a penalty. Okay, so, first off, you cannot burst Irusan down. Irusan has a buffering mechanic where every 5% of its HP, it will actually stop taking damage for a couple of seconds. You also cannot burst it harder than 5% at a time, generally. It will generally like stop at the next 5%. However, if you succeed in one of the mini games, aka the mechanics, this goes away for a little bit. And that is when you can burst Irusan super hard. And that's when you want to push, 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 push. So, there are going to be a lot of mobs that spawn in the next room in the back. There are 2 ways you can deal with this. Hello, thank yous. Thank yous for the hearts. Blah, 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 blah. Yay. I'm happy. Okay. So, there are 2 ways. In higher erg, the second way is preferred, but since we're just doing an easier way, we'll do the 30% way. The higher percent way needs more coordination between multiple people to set up and limits the area in which you can fight. But for 30% erg, there are only 2 dark Karis that spawn, no other dark variants will spawn, and once those dark variants are killed, they will never respawn. Every enemy that will spawn in there is either a Kari or a Slime Wineb, which allows you to lock them down. You can actually rain cast.
And remember, hydrate or die.
I will. Thank you, Ronia. Give me a moment, everyone. I'm gonna go hydrate. And stretch at the same time. Thank you. Wait.
Good idea.
She's so talented.
Left to our imaginations, I guess.
Oh my
Imagining
god,
she's
there's
doing
so many
cartwheels. What do you
hearts.
think she's doing?
Holy crap.
What I think she's doing?
Yeah.
I think she's like stretching down to her toes maybe and standing up.
Thank you, Ronie.
Mhm.
Thank
Yep,
you so
very
much.
standard. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just twist side to side and stand up a little bit.
I am so blessed. I feel the love from everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. It brings a tear to my eye. I'm so happy. Oh! Another one. Gullible. Oh, I'm drowning.
Yes.
Y'all are hilarious. Thank you all so much. Yay! I'm alive. This is cheering me up so much after today. Okay, so main thing is on 30% we're going to use the rain casting method. If you go to the back and put up a cloud, all of the monsters get confused and will stay under the cloud. Oh, congratulations, Ronnie. We should run together sometime. Alright, so in the hard way, in the hard run, what you want to do is have everyone group them up, wind blast them into the corner, and then potentially lullaby them with like a lullaby reforge. Since we're just doing low runs, we'll just use rain casting. Once you've gotten them rain casting, drop aggro, and they'll just sit under the rain and just stare up at the clouds like, oh, I like thunder. I like, oh, look, pretty clouds, amazing. And they won't attack you for the rest of the fight. Unless you drop the rain casting, at which point they'll all get simultaneously mad at you for not keeping the rain casting cloud up, and they will come to you. As a result, it's a good idea to have, as I do, you will want rain casting cloud range and rain casting cooldown decrease. It will help you immensely. Yeah, it makes your heart race if you see like you see and it's not gradual either. It's like 2 seconds after you stop rain cast, they will instantly all aggro you. And it's just like, oh no. Oh no. I need an adult! Help me! And that's when you, hopefully... Ida-san will also try to knock you out of it, so that is part of why you need that spirit level, so that your rain casting will be very quick. And you'll want to make sure that you have hotkeyed. I was doing Crusader training. You'll want to have Shield of Trust. That way you can shield yourself and prevent CCs from knocking you out of your rain cast. Aside from that, Iru-san, I'll talk about Iru-san's mechanics and then we'll go in. Iru-san will constantly try to teleport behind you and go sha-sha with a double claw swipe. If this hits you, he'll put an ouchie on you. You can only cure this with rank 1 first aid on yourself below ERG 30%. If you have an ouchie and you get hit again, you die. It's actually called like Iru-san's Deathly Brand. Also, Iru-san will constantly spawn red circles under you throughout the fight. If you are in one of these circles when it goes off, you will get reduced to 1 HP, 1 MP, 1 stamina, and you will also get the brand. If you get hit by 2 or more at once, you will die instantly because the first one will give you the brand, and then the second one will pop the brand, which instantly kills you. As a result, you're going to want to keep Iru-san debuffed with Fate Weaver 3152. In that sequence, it massively reduces Iru-san's attack speed and will help you dodge its other attacks. The Dark Lures will be triggered by the number of pets on the field as well. So you want to keep your pets out. Like, you do not want your pets out. You want to just summon them for their debuff effects and then immediately get rid of them. You can Anchor Rush through them, so it's a good idea to go into the fight with a lot of Dorcha. Finally, Iru-san has a ray that if it hits you, it'll stop you from doing anything for 5 seconds. Last thing we need to talk about before we go are the minigames. At 90, 65, and 15%, Iru-san will start stirring its cauldron. Iru-san will not use the puddles during this. If you have basically 30 seconds to go to the cauldron and channel for 10 seconds. There are 2 approaches to this. 90, 65, and 15. What a lot of people like to do is just push really hard for DPS during this instead of doing the minigame. To do the minigame, you need someone to go to the back of the room where Iru-san's cauldron is and channel at it for 10 seconds straight. You cannot be interrupted by anything during this or you will have to restart. If you fail, you'll get turned into candy for 20 seconds. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Now, the last thing, and this is why you want to have a Phoenix going for this fight. At 75, 50, and 25, which means for 50 and 25 it's back-to-back, Iru-san has a very dangerous Nightmare minigame. At the Nightmare minigame, it will immediately trap you, and you will take heavy DOT every 2 seconds that you are trapped. You have to use left and right arrow keys to break free very quickly. After that, Iru-san will be channeling a Nightmare spell. You have to hit it 60 times for every person in the party. This is where those doll bags I mentioned come in. You will also want to give one of those doll bags to a partner and have them come in and hit Iru-san as well. If you push really hard during the cauldron minigame and you're like, let's say you go from 90 to 75 before those 30 seconds are up, you'll want to equip your you want to equip that ragdoll before you go into the phase so that as a snack you will still have it equipped. If you do not hit Iru-san enough, everyone will die. There are only 2 ways to survive this. 1, you go into Demigod and you use Wings of Eclipse. It will allow you to survive. Most people will have Fury of Light for Chrome because of triple prog. So if you have, you can also log skip. Log out and log back in after it goes off. Irusan will heal when this happens too, so it's not a good idea to always fail this. You're going to want to get through that as much as you can. If you succeed, Irusan will fall down, get debuffed, and lose that buffer of protection. Alright, that said, let's go. Sorry, that was a really long explanation and a lot of info at once. Oh, wow. How'd you get over there?
Me?
Bye.
No, Pervy went off the map.
I'm never coming
Oh.
back.
What are you dancing down there for?
It's nice down here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
That was cute.
It was cute. Alright, so as soon as this starts, I'm going to skip the cutscene. I'm going to run up. I'm going to use Shield of Trust, and then I'm going to put the... Gotta skip this cutscene. Irusan will warp up to you and attack you during it.
We don't normally get that cutscene.
Yeah. To see, I ran up quickly. I'm going to Shield of Trust. Oh, I'm dead. Irusan's going to double tap me. I'll still get the cloud off, though. And that is part of why you want a Phoenix. I have 2 Phoenixes, so I can alternate the debuff. Alright, I'm gonna prog. Give me a sec.
Watch out, she's proccing.
What does that even do?
Every hit you land while it's up, your attacks deal, your attacks peel magic defense and magic protection.
I'm gonna prog against Melcy.
Alright. What is... Oh, shoot. I know what's wrong.
Shoot.
Give me a sec. I knew. You need level 5 Breaking Lies to use prog. My bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Prog is active. Once it's active, you're fine. I'm gonna Vital Surge and Iron Will.
Oh, you Praxia, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What?
That hurt to
No,
see.
get out of the circle, Maddie.
I can only move, but so fast.
You changed direction.
So, again, every skill that you land during this inflicts magic defense peel. So what I'm gonna do is, for this Kari, you'll see I hit it 24 times with a Bullet Storm. Doing it again. Wave the gun to get the cooldown refresh. Do it again. Oh, I got Ice Speared. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna get popped into this circle. There's no way to dodge that.
Someone's alarm going off?
That's mine. Sorry. I'll get it in a sec. Alright, so now that that Kari is done... This Kari...
Alright. Melcy's done.
Okay. You should be able to get that first Dark Kari. I triple progged it. I'm gonna water cannon it. So you can see, like, that wasn't even a crit. Like, my water cannon is doing so much more damage now because I hit it with so many prog attacks. Its magic attack is very low.
I'm gonna bring Irusan to the spawn.
See, I'm doing like almost 100k water cannons.
There's a frozen Kari on me though.
Give me a sec, I gotta first aid myself. Alright, there's gonna be one more Dark Kari. It's back up. So since my prog is still going, same thing. Hit it with Bullet Storm. I'm gonna go get my alarm in a sec. I just need to finish the prog first. Oh shoot, I let ring casting wear out. I'm sorry.
Slime on nebs are fine to kill, right? If they're outside the circle.
Just push them back into it.
Well, it exploded when I tried, so.
That might be a death. Nope, I'm good. Nice. As soon as I actually finish this,
Oh
I will
my
go get
God.
my alarm. I'm sorry.
He ice speared me twice in the
There we
circle.
go. Alright, next Kari should be ready to go. Yeah,
Almost cancer.
that's even more damage than before. Yeah, this thing should be dead in like one more water cannon. And I got Ice Speared. Cool. Okay, I'm back. Cool. I got my alarm
Welcome
quickly.
back.
Thank yous.
We missed you.
Thank yous.
Maddie, don't fight the stuff that's under the ring cast.
Yeah, ignore all of everything under the ring cast. Also, try not to stack with anyone else.
What does stack mean? Stand on them?
Yeah, because the circles will double kill that way. Oh shoot! I didn't realize I mistapped.
All right, we're at 95.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh no! The curry knocked me back enough. Nice. I'm actually dead here though. I got thundered in the circle. Oh come on! I just revived. You can drink potions here. It's just that you can only use them every 30 seconds. Alright. Everything is under the circle. We're good. I'll put up Cloud again in a sec, and then we can go from there.
So about to hit 90. Never mind, I got
Try
30.
not to hit 90 yet.
Okay, we're at 90.6, so nobody hit it.
Oh. As soon as I get Cloud up, we can start pushing though. Alright, there, we're good.
All right, ready? Is anyone by the cauldron?
Nah.
Oh, I can go. I'll go over there.
Okay. Alright. Let's get more debuffs out on Udasan. I don't see any.
Okay, I got the cauldron.
Okay. Oh wow, it got killed immediately. Alright, Foxy Quinn out. Three 152 going out on Udasan. Ah, damn it. Someone overlapped with me. Hold on. Okay. Dang it, really? I might be dead here. Oh, nice heal. That was perfectly timed. I would have died had you not healed me at that exact moment.
It's my job.
Alright, Udasan is slow now. Alright. Death mark out. Oh, that was really bad timing.
Yep.
Alright. Let's get hitting. Quickly, quickly. You use your doll bag here. You're on your chain right now.
I know my equipment slots got messed up.
We might be dead.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're dead.
Aston, revive.
Okay.
Party feather if you have it.
Revive, please.
As long as you get someone up, that's good. Also, remember to desummon your pets. I need to get my... Oh, shoot. I can't. Can I? Nope.
You almost made it. It was
Almost.
that little tiny little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll get you up.
Okay, thank you.
Whatever.
Okay, good. My partner's up. I can desummon it. I need to go back and do Cloud. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna take this to the face. As long as your son doesn't come over, I'll be fine. Nice, got it. Alright. Let's get the debuffs back out on Irasan.
Next one's at 75.
Can someone else also do Fate Weaver? Or do I need to do it again?
What one?
3152. I'll do it for now. Right there. It's active. I got it, don't worry. When it runs out, please do it for the next one. Alright, gonna DPS down. Next mechanic is at 65. It's gonna be another cauldron. That's gonna be a hit. Nope, I'm alive. Cool.
I'm at the cauldron.
Okay. I think I
This
accidentally...
one's at 50.
Yep. Nightmare at 50. When we get to 52, be careful. Like, hold damage. Woo! Dodged it. Let's go. I'm not gonna be able to dodge that one. That's mean. We're at 56. Be a little careful with your DPS.
$53, $52.
2.
I'm gonna hold off for a second.
Yeah. Alright, only hit it when there are no red puddles. Dodged. Wait. Stop. I need to go do Cloud again.
I also need to. Never mind, I'm dead.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Ido-san is on me. I need a crisis.
There we go. He's on me now.
Okay.
Never mind. He keeps switching back to you.
It's fine. I got Cloud up. We're good. Alright.
Come
So...
back over here so he teleports.
Yep. Everyone come back.
Watch out, you. Alright, make sure you use... Everyone's healed up before we start it.
Yep. Alright. Let it come back over one more. Alright, it's here. Let's go. Alright, good. Alright. Get your partners out. Get your hit-based doll bags out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then wave the gun. So you see here, we're probably going to pass this. This looks good. Nice.
D7?
Yep. For the final cauldron, don't do it. We're just going to try to burst it down. Next mechanic is at 25. It's going to be another nightmare. Desummon your pets if they're still out. Let's get more debuffs out. We need more Fate Weaver. 3152.
Oh no, I clicked Eupraxia instead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Yikes.
Oh, wait, no, that was bad timing. That was sorry. Sorry.
It's alright. I lived.
Think is for heal. Nice. Good. Alright, I'm gonna buff myself. Oh, of course. I got hit by the Shasha. I'm gonna go do Cloud. Crisis, Shield of Trust, Cloud. Again, and make sure that you Shield of Trust first, since that way, even if you die or even if you get hit, your Cloud will still complete. It is okay to sacrifice your life for the Cloud.
Wow.
The mushroom cloud?
It is heavily preferable that you don't die, but like if it's a choice between dying and dropping Cloud, take the death. Alright, can you get... Oh, it's going into phase. Alright, go.
Alright, we got this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was bad. Even if you don't have a doll bag, having a pet out for this will help a lot too. This might be close. Nope, we got it. Alright, cool.
So I just burst it down, right?
Get debuffs back out. Nice, I got cart debuff off. Alright, I'm gonna pop exploit. And the puddles will not spawn during this last 12% minigame, so that's like the perfect time to really go ham on your DPS. There you go. Alright, do not do cauldron, just DPS.
One more meteor. There we go.
Reaper. Wow, it teleported out of Reaper. Okay. Clean. And we're done. Well, aside from that one white, we're okay. And that's Crom. 30%. Good job, everyone. Everyone did well. No, Privy, my chest! Well, ooh, exclusives for everyone else. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Yeah, Madison, what'd you get? You're a champ.
You got one too. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you
I got
get?
Target.
Aw.
I gotta find it in my inventory. Hold on.
Let's see.
The eternal struggle of every Mappy player.
Mm-hmm.
Use the search function.
Back in my day, we didn't have no search function.
Yeah.
This is really suspenseful.
I know, right?
You could be rich and you don't know.
I'm looking for the name. Daunting?
Daunting? That's not super expensive, but it's still good. Daunting is... Wait, Daunting isn't... That's not an exclusive from here, is it?
I don't know.
Is it
What do you have?
exclusive?
Let me
Is
see if
Daunting
I have the other.
exclusive? I know I have a Daunting somewhere.
Daunting is not from
Yeah. No?
this one.
That's the only exclusive I have.
Maybe you did. And it's not time expired?
No.
Oh, then you did get it here. I think I've gotten a Daunting here as well before. Like, I have a Daunting too.
The
Like-
wiki is always wrong.
All right. So that's Crom. If you were doing 40% or higher, this would have been the mid boss. There's more after that. Oh, and just so you can actually see, here's the cauldron for the mini game where you have to come channel. Spoopy, spoopy cauldron.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. It's all spooky because we didn't actually finish it.
Oh, thank you, Ajel. Thank you very much for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yay! Hearts for everyone. Yay! Thank you. So hopefully you found this informative. And feel free to message me or note me in game if you want to know details about the rooms that we skipped, like the fail room, the info room. I can talk about those as well. But as you can kind of see, that's kind of how you can do Chrome 30%. I think that was we did pretty well. We only had that one mess up in room 8. Aside from that, pretty clean. Given the skill set of everyone involved.
Ooh, thanks.
So yeah, any questions, anyone? Thoughts about the run, things we could potentially improve, aside from like collaborating more / making sure we don't have the skips happen, things like that.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like my Urizen doll bag?
Yes, it is adorable. I want one.
Did you see in there that Phaseus kicked it?
No, hey, stop. No, you can't tell her that. She didn't see it.
Theseus.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Ari?
Am I gonna have to hurt you? Are we gonna have a problem?
No, of course not. What? It was just a reaction. You know, I thought the boss had joined the room early. You know.
You're lucky we can't PvP here.
I am never leaving Crom Boss.
You know what happens if I Elemental Wave Frozen Blast you and then just Dynavolt spam. Eventually I'll get a Reaper, and that Reaper will kill you.
Unless I get my Hailstorm off first. That's happened.
This is true. But I can hit you through Hailstorm.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Agree to disagree.
Okay. So yeah.
In other news,
that
my spirit is now level
Crom.
100.
Congratulations on level 100 spirit. I need to keep working on mine.
Congrats. Are we doing
I now
anything
need
else
to
now?
find out.
I actually have to go very soon, so I'll just raid everyone onto someone else. Let's see, who can I raid onto? Oh look, Shrade is up and haven't streamed in a while. Like I haven't seen Shrade in a bit, so I will go raid onto Shrade. There's a lot of people there. It should be fun. Hopefully,
Right.
hopefully you enjoyed today's lesson for Crom. If you have any questions or additional clarifications, details you'd like, or just talking about Mobby in general, like gear building, erg, progression, or Glenburna, things like that, feel free to add me or note me in game, and I look forward to helping everyone. So please communicate with me, engage with me. I love talking to people and helping. It is my favorite thing to do. So please come again. I hope you enjoyed. Last call for questions before I read us out.
What's the meaning of life?
42.
I see.
Yes.
It's actually to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of doom.
Hear the lamentations of their children. Kill everyone. Let their blood run the streets. Let rivers run red with their blood. We will conquer all.
I was keeping it PG-13.
And hear the lament. The llama. Hear the llama.
Llama.
Okay. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and take care. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next stream.
Half that fucking raid, I was like alt-tabbing to mute myself because I'm coughing so much.
Wow.
Alright.
Yeah.